a really long hiatus, but we did actually have a lot planned for Christmas recipes, but the flu kind of swept through our house and pretty much destroyed all those plans. But we're finally good, and we're gonna come back and do some more family recipes from the vault. So we have 2 that we're gonna show you today. And we will be putting all the measurements and how to make it in the description box below for you. And we decided to pick these 2 because they go very, very well together. So first, we have a pickle that we're going to make for you. And Mama, you know where this pickle recipe came from, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well go ahead and tell everybody where that came from.
My niece's friend had went to this restaurant and she had these pickles and they were so good that they gave her the recipe.
Right, and unfortunately we can't remember what restaurant that it was, but it must have been, I guess, a local restaurant here in Tennessee. But we figured that this recipe's been in the family for about, what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other recipe we're going to show you is even older than that. So we're guessing that this recipe has been in our family for about 60 to 70 years because this is a pimento cheese spread that your father used to make, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you remember eating quite a lot of those pimento cheese sandwiches, right?
Oh, yes.
And your sister, Madge, she continues to make this spread. And oh my gosh, every time we go to her house, she would grill us one of these sandwiches on her homemade sourdough bread that she is famous for, and you could not eat better. So we're gonna pair the 2 together, make a spectacular lunch, and show you how you can make it at home. So first we're going to show you the recipe for our sweet and fiery pickles. Now the recipe is actually for a gallon, but we decided to cut that down to a half a gallon. So you're going to get a half a gallon of whole pickles. You're also going to use 3 cups of sugar, and we have actually, well, the original recipe for the gallon has 3 teaspoons of garlic. So you would normally cut that down to 1.5. But we really, really like garlic, so we pretty much kept it about the 3 teaspoon mark. But you can cut the garlic down to whatever your preference is on that one.
No, just to interrupt, you have to have the dill pickles.
Oh, that's
Don't
right.
use sweet pickles, use
Yeah.
dill pickles.
Yes, definitely, because we're gonna add sugar to it. It's gonna be way too sweet if you get the other ones. And then we also are going to do 1 to 2 teaspoons of crushed peppers, but now that's for the gallon. So we'll probably eyeball that to about half. And again, you can use more or less depending on what your preference is for spice. So first, we need to drain these pickles and slice every single one of them. So we're gonna do that and we'll be right back. Okay, you can see that we've drained our jar of dill pickles, and please make sure you get dill if you're going to try this recipe. And here you can see we are going to slice each one of them. And one of the reasons we didn't use a mandolin to do this and we're doing it by hand is because you can see you want them very thick.
Okay, after you slice all the pickles, keep your jar nearby. You want to take your pickles, sliced pickles, and put them back in the jar. So you're going to put 1/3 of the pickles back into the jar. So you just kind of eyeball it. Then you're going to take, say, maybe a tablespoon of your garlic, sprinkle that on. You will take 1 cup of sugar and spread that all over there. Then you will take your red pepper, and this is to taste. Just sprinkle a little bit on top. Then you're going to do another layer. Another cup. This is not a keto-friendly recipe. I guess you have probably realized that.
Yep, nope. A lot of our old family recipes are not keto, Whole30, or anything friendly.
Sprinkle a little bit of red pepper.
They are really good.
Then you will do your last. We cut these kind of thick because they're a lot crunchier. If you cut them too thin, they might not be as crunchy. Last tablespoon. And then this will be your last cup of sugar. This is all going to combine anyway. This is the way you kind of want to start layering it. Sprinkle a little bit of, and this, like I said, could be to taste. It's however hot you might want it. They're actually called sweet and fiery pickles. It's the name of these. Okay, I'm going to put your lid on real nice and tight.
And that's it, right? You don't add water
Nope.
or vinegar. You don't do anything else to this jar,
No.
right? You just leave it alone.
Well, you do some things. Like say, in a couple of hours, you might want to turn it upside down.
Right.
And just let it sit there like that for a little while. Then in the morning, turn it back up. Make sure you might want to put that in a bowl just in case it leaks, but mine did not leak.
Okay.
So you can turn it, and then if every maybe few hours, if you guys get a chance when you go in the kitchen, I even rolled it.
Okay.
So just continue to kind of turn it throughout 48 hours.
Right, yes, you leave it at room temperature on your counter for 48 hours. And then after that is when you put it in your refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's it. In 48 hours, you're gonna have a awesome pickle that you will love.
These pickles are wonderful for picnics. They're wonderful for a church function. Even as a gift, you can put them in pretty nice little mason jars and give them to your friends. They are absolutely delicious.
Yeah, and I'm actually not really a big pickle fan, but these are by far my favorite. I could eat a bowl full. All right, so we've got one recipe down. We're gonna go ahead and transition to our other recipe, and that one, actually we have recalculated. My grandmother kind of pointed this out, that this recipe is older than 70 years because she's going to be turning 90 this April. So what did we figure? About 80 years that, that he's been making that, or that he had started making this recipe. So that's how long it's been in the family. And once you try it, I think you'll find out why, because it is truly awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that started. So now we're ready to go ahead and start our pimento cheese spread. This couldn't be simpler. It's literally just 4 ingredients, and it's 4 ingredients of awesomeness. So first of all, we decided to go ahead, we just got some, now the recipe just calls for soft cheese, which could technically be Velveeta.
Possibly, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure what he probably used, but we went and we just got a really good hoop cheese, which, this is a soft cheddar. So we got this, and we're going to do it the way he would have done it, which is grinding it himself in this grinder. Unfortunately, my countertops are too thick to actually put the grinder on, so we've kind of got a little rigged system here that we're going to try. And so we're going to go ahead and grind that up, and then we're gonna add our other ingredients to it. So let's go ahead and get that started.
Now this is what we used when I was young. My mom would make the maybe ham salad, and we always used a grinder. This was given to me about 44 years ago from my aunt for a wedding. So we're gonna try this. I'll have to try to hold it. Now, when you're finished, you can also put your pimento in the grinder too and grind that along with it. But we actually bought these and they were pre-diced, so we just went ahead and just bought those. We are using the pickles. You actually could put your pickles through the grinder. I made this pickle relish this summer with our garden cucumbers, so we're just going to go ahead and use that.
Right, and you canned that.
Yes.
Yeah, so she does a lot of home canning. So if any of you are interested in some of those recipes too, let us know in the comments.
Okay, so I guess what we'll do now is combine everything.
And this is about a pound of this cheese. And we're actually going to add to that about, oh, you want to do the relish first? We got about a half a cup of this pickle relish, or diced pickles if that's what you'd rather use. And then we've got about 4 ounces of pimentos, but you can add a little more, a little less, depending. And then the last one, we have 1 cup of mayonnaise. And if you want to be really special, you can go ahead and make your own mayonnaise, and it probably would make this taste even better. And that's it. All you do is mix it up in this bowl, and then you are ready to put it on your sandwich. Now, first what we usually do is go ahead and butter one side of our bread. So she's going to do that, and then we will go ahead and spread our pimento cheese on it. And I guess if you're wanting to save some calories, you could probably skip this part, but you know, it just makes it extra good and extra special. So, and this is how we've been doing it in our family for generations. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep keep buttering. And then while she's spreading this, I went ahead and got my cast iron skillet nice and hot. And I'm going to come over here. You can see I've got my cast iron skillet ready. I've got yet more butter ready because we really want to make this good. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the skillet and get that melted. All right, we've got our butter nice and melted. And we're going to grill these sandwiches to perfection. Oh, that is perfect. Oh, that's perfection. And now we have pickles that Mom had made a few days ago. And so we've got our perfect lunch. A little cup of pickles, some chips, and the world's best pimento cheese sandwich. And there you have it, our greatest family recipes. This makes the best lunch ever. So we're gonna go ahead and let Mama try it and tell us what you think.
This is like my daddy used to make. It was really good.
Oh, good. All right, so there you go. We have an 80 to 90-year-old recipe that is still just as good today as it was back then. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned because next week we'll be doing even more secret family recipes from the vault, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this one. Bye.
Bye.
If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for future videos. In the meantime, here are 2 videos you may enjoy. Thanks for watching.